Hello there, Luca here, Dungeon Master, evil villain, bad guy, and occasionally a good guy. Just so you know, when our dice rolls don't go to plan, we can swear a bit, and sometimes we swear just because. Why not? You have been warned. We hope you enjoy this week's episode. Welcome back, everybody. Are you all ready?
I certainly am.
Well, that makes one of us.
I mean, I say I'm ready. I have nothing up. I don't have Foundry up. I don't have character sheets up.
Whisper
I've just fucking got here, man.
Well, maybe you should have been here earlier.
Oh, no. That's as good as a British accent as you're going to get.
You know what? It's better than most movies because they go straight to Cockney. Only a very small percentage of us speak that way. It's very fucking annoying.
There's about 30 different dialects.
So where we left off, you just passed through the gates. The fog was still following behind you. The gates behind you, for the portcullis, the 100-foot wall, had closed, and you couldn't get them opened. You found a body, and you found a note with the body. I can't remember who picked it up.
I know I'm the one that read it.
Yep, you read it.
But I don't know that the character was the one that read it.
Probably read it over Vincenzo's shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Vincenzo's been, like looking at it upside down.
But you did read it because it was absolutely awesome how you read it. It was amazing. You're now chief letter reader.
Oh dear. Very well.
Right.
And then you walked a bit further because you wanted to go to Barovia that you could see, and then you saw atop the cliff a statue of a person. As you looked at them, they looked to be looking down at the village in front of you, but then you suddenly felt like you were being watched. Everybody roll a D100 for me, please.
Yeah.
This is a lovely little homebrew rule we have, where all players, once a session, get to roll a D100. They don't know what they're rolling for. They can activate it as a free action at any time. Combat, roleplay, for shits and giggles. They can be funny, harmful, or useful. I have my own little personal table. So we will see what we get. What have you guys got?
65.
97. You've just seen this statue. You now feel uneasy. Barovia is ahead of you. Allow me, my good fellows, to describe Barovia. Tall shapes loom out of the dense... I can't fucking read.
Do you need to send it to the chat and I'll read it?
I think I need to go and push the talk because I might just fucking burst out laughing.
I'll get there. Oh dear.
Right, cut.
Take 433. As you approach the village, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surround everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. Tall shapes become recognisable as village dwellings, not unrecognisable. The windows of each house stare out from pools of darkness. No sound cuts through the silence except the mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. Where would you like to go? What
The
would you
weird
like to
feeling
do?
that we need to avoid finding small girls crying in corners. No one's going to get a Left 4 Dead reference, never mind.
Yeah, the witch. Yeah.
And just as you press
Well,
forward, you come across a small girl crying in a corner.
Right, well, I'm going to punch her in the face and then run like fuck. We were sprinting into Barovia, by the way, if you don't remember. So Oric is going to sort of skid to a stop entering Barovia and go, right, well, that hasn't made things any better. It's just as creepy as before. Why do I always end up in this sort of shit? All right. Can I look around and see if there's anyone around?
So it's took you about 45 minutes to get there. So this will
All right.
take you to about 7 o'clock in the evening now. So it's about 7, the sun's well and truly beginning to set. What is it you're doing, sorry?
I want to have a look around, see if there's anyone visible on the streets or in a window or whatever.
So as you are looking around, make a investigation check, please. Or are you just having a general look round for people, or are you...
It's not going to make a huge amount of difference.
Okay.
The investigation was a 6. The perception would have been a 7.
Ah. So you find yourself looking into the darkness and you think, oh, this is very boring, and you start scanning a bit quicker. Some of the windows are boarded up, some have dark stains blackened from fire, but you seem to find yourself getting distracted by the constant echoing sobbing just coming from everywhere.
It's doesn't look like the most populated place in the world, and whoever is here is clearly not in the best of moods. Not doing wonders for my hope of what's going to happen here.
What the fuck?
Well, what do you guys reckon? What do we do?
My character is gonna like pull out some holy water and be like, "Here's 2 for each of you. Well, 1 for each of you." Well, no. Can you make your own holy water? I'm gonna ask that. Wisp, can you make your own holy water?
I believe I may know the steps into how to create it, though I don't believe I'm holy per se.
Okay, you get a flask and you get a flask. You never know with these fuckers. All right, we should split up in pairs of 2. I'm clearly gonna go with my dog. You 2 go the other way. Wait, he opens up his book, Survival Guide, Travels for Dummies. It's like a Hitchhiker's Guide, but I'm not getting sued. And he opens the book, and it says Chapter 3: Don't split the party. Never mind. Let's all work together as a team so that we don't die.
Tell me, I have the strangest feeling that you've come from somewhere far away. Some strange plane of existence, somewhere in the vicinity of the abyss.
Yeah, they had good fish. Anyway, let's go.
Vincenzo, as you're handing out this holy water, you see just in the shadow of the fog 2 small shadows. These could possibly be children, halflings. They can't be dwarfs. They're too slender. But they appear to be in the middle of the street.
I'm gonna kind of tap Wisp and like with no sound point towards the creepy eyeballs like
I look over in the direction that Vincenzo is pointing, and I'll kind of like give him a knowing look and a bit of a nod, and then I'm going to chuck a javelin over there.
Whoa. We don't know they're, aggressive yet.
Too late. Too late. I
Roll.
rolled.
Now on, we don't use hand signs. I meant sneak up, but holy shit.
Can I try to run after the javelin and catch it?
That's a natural 19 for 21, so you got to beat that.
That's a dead child. You put all your umph into that one.
DM, can I run after the javelin and try and catch it?
Yes, but you've got to beat his 21.
All right, what am I using?
I would say athletics. Dex?
Well, that's impossible then. Shit. Grand total of 16 plus 0.
So Wisp, you just throw this javelin, completely misunderstanding what Vincenzo was saying to you. You see the
you
javelin.
gotta give it that hot turn and javelin that thing.
Get the fuck
my
out of here, dude.
God, we've already began with our war crimes. I'm so proud of you all.
No.
Listen, I'm in a creepy fucking dead ass village with no one around and potential for vampires. Okay, I'm gonna fucking javelin first and ask questions later.
You see the javelin disappear into the fog, and you hear a wet thump as it hits something. What would you like to do now?
Well, I mean, do we hear any audible cries of pain?
You hear nothing other than the constant sobbing that's echoing everywhere.
I would like to have started running after the javelin and, hearing the thump, try and run a tiny bit faster in the hopes of administering first aid.
Okay, the gravel road that you are running upon leads through the tall, dark houses that represent more tombstones than houses. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern seems to be shut tight. Day seems late. Perhaps you are still getting used to the drowned-out sunlight. The fog appears to be getting thicker as it surrounds the town and starts to come up through the street behind you. Auric, as you are picking up the pace, you can hear a soft whimpering from what appears to be a young boy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I always end up with the weird ones?
The boy...
And you just hear in the background, ha! Got him!
No. We have to get our story straight, okay?
A deadly fiend?
Yeah. Go before the courts. We just say oopsie doopsie.
Right, well, I'm going to give chase behind Auric anyway.
Auric, the whimpering child draws your eye line. You can see a young boy that is being cuddled into the chest of his apparently older sister. She's a bit taller than him. Next to them, or almost in between them, just back a little bit, you can see the javelin standing erect between two cobbles as it is impaled a small blue teddy bear.
Oh, that's almost sadder. I'm going to, as I see this, I'm going to drop to the ground in order to stop as fast as I possibly can and sort of slide up to them and go, I'm so sorry for him. Are you two okay? I'm so sorry about your teddy bear.
Shh, it's okay, Thorn. It's okay. It's okay. They're friendly. It's okay.
Yeah, well, I am. I can't promise about whoever that was. Honestly, I've only just met him. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can, can I help sew it back together?
Well, the doll is still in one piece. It's just been impaled and stuck to the ground.
I can try and put a stitch in the middle. It'll look a bit odd. I'm not the greatest.
The little boy will, with his little bottom lip out, will point to the doll and just sniffle and cry a little bit more. The doll, it's a small blue stuffed doll with a large head with buttons for eyes and a stitched smile.
My character is running up after with my dog.
It's all right, Vincenzo. No one's hurt. It's just damage to property. That's all.
I come charging through the fog.
You stay back there, Wisp. I pull the javelin out of the doll.
Oh,
Can you help us, please?
Wisp will grab his collar and do a bit of a. Oh.
Look, we have a holy man here. He's going to be very good, and he's going to look after your doll. What's the doll's name?
Forget about the doll. There's a monster in our house.
Oh shit, that's not so good.
Stop swearing.
Wait.
Mind your language.
Sorry, it's been a while.
What kind of monster's in your house?
You've just impaled their doll with a javelin. The town is a ghost town. Everything is burnt to a crisp and boarded up and abandoned. There's crying echoing down the street. And you think a bit of harsh language is going to bother them?
You never
Yes.
know. You never know. That's what Bruce Wayne said in Crime Alley. He was like, language. Anyway,
Just looks up and goes, I'm offended.
so
And then
I'm gonna
Vincenzo
take the
just
doll.
melts into the ground.
I'm gonna take the doll and I'm gonna cast mending over the doll while Aura continues to get information from the little kid.
Okay. She will just shake her head, point at a tall brick row house that has seen obviously better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor. Its rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are obviously abandoned. Their windows and doors are boarded up. And she will shake her head and say, I don't know. Mummy and Daddy said it was a monster in our basement. We should never go down there. But it got out. We heard it scream, so we ran.
Scream, you say?
That sounds ominous.
Our little brother's in the attic.
You've got your little brother's in the attic?
Yeah, that's where our bedrooms are, but he's only a baby.
Right. Okay. Well, do we need to ask any more questions before we get in there?
This all seems rather suspicious.
I mean, suspicious or not, I feel like we have a duty of care.
We have a duty to fulfill our mission.
Don't feel any sympathy for these two.
Not in the slightest, no.
Our mother has a jewellery box in their bedroom. If that will help, we will gladly give it you.
You know what? One less fucking bloodsucker. Let's go.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Get rid of some sort of danger around here. It means we're in less danger later. Last thing we want to do is leave these threats to build up.
We don't even know what kind of threat it is. They said it's
I
scream.
know.
Do you
I
know a
what kind of
vampire
threat it is.
scream?
Look, I just feel that given how creepy shit this town is, getting at least one building safe seems like a good start. Even if Nobody else lives there anymore. We move in. Yeah?
How far away is the house from me?
From you, it's maybe 100 foot.
Okay. I say we
We'll call it 50.
bring the kids along with us. Just for the moment, not inside.
We're not
Just
going in that
to the
house,
threshold.
not until it's dead.
Well, can you at least show us which house it is?
They've shown us which house it is, I believe.
Oh,
We
I'm
can
looking
take
the
you
right
to the
direction.
door, but we're not going in.
Of course not. Of course not. Doesn't matter who these kids are, even if they're leading us into a trap. All right? I'm not leaving two kids in this situation, especially if their little brother's still in there. I'm not taking that risk.
We'll do this little side quest.
I have no problem with going first. That's fine, Wisp.
You will allow me to undertake a preliminary investigation.
Of course, whatever means you require deem necessary.
I haven't described the boy and girl, stupidly enough, but they are dressed in...
They both look dead.
No.
Yeah, they both have flesh hanging off of their cheeks.
They're both
Massive teeth.
rather pale, but you probably expect that with being constantly surrounded in dim light and fog.
Do they have a pulse?
Do you want to check for one?
No, because I might get bit.
Their clothes are rather nice. They are well kept. They dress in the deep purples and blues with Thorn has his hood up to cover his face mostly, and Rose has a red cape with high collars, which is very lovely. I'd wear that.
Even more suspicious. How long has this place been abandoned? I'm asking the children directly.
What, next door? 2-3 years?
What about the town itself?
The town's...
Why is there no one else here?
Nobody likes to come out at night. The town's not abandoned. There's still quite a few of us.
Hang on, it's night time now.
Well, it's evening, but Strad,
All right, fair enough.
the devil's spies come out when it gets dark, and nobody likes the spies. But
The devils?
I would rather face the spies than that terrible monster.
The devil?
Oh,
Who's the devil?
he's called Strad. He's terrible. Don't meet him.
I mean, I'll do my best. Right. Well, Wisp, how's the preliminary investigations going?
Wisp, are you investigating the house?
I'm going to use my other divine sense once we get to the door.
Okay. Entrance of the house. A rough iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other fill the archway of a stone portico. The gate is unlocked. Its rusty hinges shriek when the gate is opened. Oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains, flanking by a set of oak doors that open into a grand foyer. So the doors are already open. If I open that for you, you should be able to see inside.
Didn't actually need the door open, but yeah, I'll use divine
But
sense.
the door is already open.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to move up to the doorway, not go through it, but just sort of raise my fists and make sure that nothing comes out at us.
Yeah, if you pop your character there, that should allow you vision and everything like that. Adam, why don't you read the lovely, lovely listeners and perhaps your ill-prepared DM what Divine Sense does?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 2 times per long rest. And that's my second use of it, so I don't have any more.
As you think and you send your senses out into the world, it comes back with a sweet but foul taste of death. Something...
One might almost say cloying. Sorry, it's the most overused word in literature. It's so annoying.
And you just added to that.
I know.
So you obtain the sense of death somewhere close by. From your location, you would gauge that it is approximately 15 feet up and maybe 30 feet north, straight ahead, maybe slightly to the left.
Okay.
Auric, ahead of you, you see a 15 feet deep foyer. The floor is hard white stone, and the walls are a beautifully decorated wallpaper that resemble a forest. And
Right.
15
Well,
feet down, you can see another door that is closed.
clearly they were well off. Wisp, anything I need to be aware of?
I am detecting something quite deftly.
Right.
Not precisely, but it
Right.
is
Am I going to open this next door and end up with a bloodsucker in my face?
Maybe. Why don't you find
Helpful,
out?
Wisp. Anyway, you going to back me up?
Just before I do that, I'll take one last look at the kids, and I want to make an insight check
Okay.
as to their like intentions of like whether they are genuinely, after us seeking out this monster, or whether they are like just messing with us and plotting.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Get in. 23. Boom, 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 boom.
You intently look at Rose first and then look down at Thorn. They appear to be genuinely frightened. They genuinely do believe that they're being attacked. There is a monster in there. Well, they haven't been attacked. There is a monster and they've ran out. They wholeheartedly believe everything they've told you, and that is the truth.
Fair enough. Wisp will not feel guilty, but he will have a slight change in his demeanor towards them, in the sense of like being a bit more kind of like caring.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn to Vincenzo really quickly and say, maybe you could allow Constance to keep an eye on them while we go inside.
Not a bad idea. Baby, and I command her to watch the kids. So now she's over there.
There you go.
Oh, what a good girl.
Did you know that Sister Constance is a sidekick?
I did, and that's really cool.
She can stake vampires, just so everyone's clear. But these are some really fucked up looking kids when you look at them. Sorry. Let's
Wisp, as you come to the left flank of the door and you look in, checking the other side of the room, you can see old oil paintings of portraits of previous, well, you can imagine previous family members because there's quite a few of them. And in the centre of the wall on the right hand side, there is a beautiful shield embolising a coat of arms. The stylized golden windmill on a red field.
Am I aware of what that emblem represents?
I would imagine you are familiar with family crests and family heritage.
What, even of the groundwalkers?
Well, I think you would look at it and go, "Oh, yeah, that's a family crest."
Oh, okay, so not specific, but just that
No,
is,
yeah, you wouldn't recognize it as a specific crest. You would just recognize it as, "Oh, yeah, that's a family crest."
just a local sort of.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
coat of arms.
Okie dokie. Noted.
What do you reckon, Wisp? Is that usable, that shield?
Well, technically all shields are usable.
Yeah, but is it something that you'd be interested in, carrying?
No.
No? All right, fair enough. Thought I'd ask. I'm going to move up to the next door. Leave a clear path to an exit at all times. Does that
I'm
make sense?
GTFOing through the window if anything goes down.
I mean, that's fine as long as we're not on the third floor. How many floors does this house have?
4.
All right, how many floors is that in American?
It's 4 floors in American, 3 floors in British.
Thank you.
It's
Rock
still,
flag
four,
in
floor-
the-
it's still 4 stories in British. It's just it starts at floor 0.
Yep.
Living in his primitive
So you got your
land.
ground floor, first floor, second floor, and attic.
I'm going to nod at everyone.
Yeah, we know
Ready?
what happened next time a nod came Wisp's way. A javelin was
Open the door.
Wisp gets the javelin ready. So,
All right.
Yeah, Trident is brandished.
what you see, Auric, you see a hard stone floor, maybe 15 feet deep, and you see a beautiful fireplace. There is some wood in it, some kindling, but it is not lit. Wisp, you see ahead of you, 15 feet in, you can see 3 doors. 2 are next to each other, one goes down a little bit of a nip, and you can also see an arching staircase.
Okay.
You're all clear.
I like how none of you are rolling perceptions and just assuming I'm giving you everything.
Can't see enough to make a check yet.
Well, I mean,
also,
yeah. Well, I was going to say, we can see, we're not blind unless, like, we ask you, what can we see?
I would like to roll a perception check to make sure we're not going to tread in anything as soon as we walk through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, check for traps.
I give you guidance.
All
And
right.
always let Vincenzo be your guide.
You don't give me guidance?
Oh, I do.
Oh, that's fine then. 18 total.
Ooh. The floor here is a beautiful white stone. To have a trap here would obviously disturb a lot of things. This floor is very sturdy. You don't see any way a trap could be placed in this room.
Right. Looks like we're safe to enter. Keep an eye out for any nasties, all right? 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh,
Adam
Wait,
struggling
is it-
to get in.
The scariest of obstacles,
collide with a
a
wall.
staircase. Weirdly, you can go through doors in certain directions, but not others.
So,
Yeah.
Chief, if you have your character to the right, you can move it over to the left-hand side of the door. Yeah, if it's a double door and it overcomes 2 squares, you've got to go through it diagonally. It is quite annoying. So, in this room, this oak-panelled room, there's a wide hall. It runs the width of the house with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-panelled walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
Can I have a look at the sword?
You can roll a perception check.
No. 5. I regret my life choices.
You pick it up. It's a longsword.
This is quite fancy. Either of you fancy using this?
We've debilitated ourselves quite a bit, haven't we? Like, none of us have any means of, like, detecting, like, magical properties of any
Nope.
of these items. Right, okay.
Our primary blaster spellcaster person is currently on leave.
Yes.
I'll take the longsword.
There you go. Don't know if it's any good, but you know.
And then Vincenzo's actually gonna walk back and grab that shield too. Fuck it.
Hey, we're not here on a looting mission.
Well, we can always put it back afterwards.
But a sword and a shield, shit, that good protection.
Yeah, you can add a standard longsword and a standard shield to your inventory if you so desire.
I will.
What kind of shield? Tower?
It's not a tower. It's a little bit larger than a buckler.
Oh, right, okay.
In this room, there are 5 doors and the curved marble staircase.
Could I go into the centre of the spiral staircase and have a check at the top of the stairs?
You may.
I'm not going to
Hang
go
out at the
upstairs
bottom
or
of the
anything.
stairs.
I just want to check that there's nothing creepy waiting at the top of the stairs to follow us when we leave.
So, at the floor above, you can't really see much. It's in a bit of darkness. But the top floor, you can see a faint glowing. So the flickering of a torch is upstairs.
Right. Note, we've got something happening on 3rd or 4th floor, did you say?
American 3rd, English 2nd.
Gotcha. Something happening on the 2nd floor. We'll, I say we finish this floor.
Yeah, finishing this floor, guys?
As chief?
Which door are we going to go for first?
You guys are going up the staircase right now?
No. We were just checking at the top of the stairs, see if there was anything up there spooky that was going to follow us.
Right. I was thinking we open these doors first.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Are you going to try open them together at the same time?
Nope.
Go like a
No,
breach team?
I was moving over to Chief because I was suggesting we do Chief's door first.
Just do it.
Sorry,
FBI!
Vincenzo's door. I'll move over here so I can actually see through the door.
In this room, you've gone for the northernmost door. You have opened...
I opened this door just because.
Of course you do.
I thought, because like it was a bigger room, I thought it might be another door leading in. So.
Wisp, you open up a cloakroom. This has several black cloaks hanging from hooks on walls and a top hat sitting on a high shelf.
I just literally like fumble my trident and just give it a good like swishing.
You have been swished, sir. Everybody else, the centerpiece of this wooden panelled room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculptured armrests and cushioned seats. The chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered by resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is the mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale. Very nice. The wall panelling is carved with elegant images of deer amongst the trees.
What's the general condition of this room? Is it almost depicting a scene from which something was happening? You know, they were sitting down having a nice meal when shit hit the fan.
No,
Or
this...
is it just kind of done well and nicely kept?
It's done well and
Well,
nicely
maybe-
kept. The room looks lived in. It's almost as if they've had the dinner for tonight, they've all gone to bed, and the help has come in, cleaned it up, and reset it for tomorrow.
This place is creeping me out, man.
I say that we have a look in here, have a look around at various bits and pieces. We've not really been paying much attention to the walls and things. Can I have a look around for secret compartments, pressure plates, things like that in the walls, buttons in the fireplace, stuff like that?
Roll a wisdom check for me, please. Perception check, sorry.
Sorry, what did you say, Vincenzo?
I'm also going to do one, and I got a 10.
I got a 12.
Auric, you see twisted faces carved into the tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage.
This place is not nearly as nice as it looked at first. I get the feeling that people who lived here weren't quite so upstanding as perhaps they wanted to give the impression of. This is some creepy shit to have carved into your nice paintings.
Just something is not sitting right.
I have a bit of a theory. It was like we're clearly dealing with whatever this is a sadist. It killed these people and then set the table. It's fucked up.
It was Professor Plum in the kitchen with the candlestick.
Vincenzo is now in his full-on noir stage.
Tune in next week for the final episode of Barovia Murders. Right, yeah, that's pretty much it for that room.
How nice is the tableware?
It's very nice silver. You would
I'm gonna
roll...
wait until everyone's sort of leaving the room and start surreptitiously adding some of the silverware to a sack.
Although, adding some silver to our arsenal may not be the worst of ideas.
Absolutely, and I might use that excuse if you catch me.
I don't necessarily care.
You may
That's
add...
the person who was having a go at me for looting the place earlier.
Well, yeah, but it was because they were like family heirlooms and things like that. But I'm in no position to tell you what to do. You're your own people, and chaos reigns.
You may add
Yeah,
8 sets of silverware to your pouch if you wish.
Cool.
Roll a stealth check if you're trying to do it sneakily.
All right. 23.
Yeah, that beats everyone's passive perception of their amazing 13, which is the highest.
14.
Well, 14. Where would you like to go next?
I'd like to have a
I'm
look in this cloakroom that Wisp stabbed and then left.
Okay.
I didn't stab, I swished.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Rolling terribly on the perception checks. 11.
You see a small cloakroom that holds various black cloaks, and atop a shelf is a top hat.
I take a black cloak just in case I need to blend into some dark areas.
Okay. You may add a cloak to your inventory. Where's next?
What could be behind door number 3?
I love how you're just going in places and not waiting for us.
No, I'm waiting for everyone else. So I open it up and then I just get into a defensive stance with my trident,
Who opened
I'm
this
just
door?
sort of stuffing the black cloak into my bag, and I hear the door opening, and I run back out. Christ, Wisp!
It's all clear. It's a lavatory.
It's no, that's a sink, mate. That's not a toilet.
Oh,
Fucking hell, that'd be like a 3-foot wide toilet.
yeah. Well, they might be half.
We're 5 foot wide individuals.
Well, logistics. You go into this room. This appears to be a kitchen. The kitchen is tidy. The dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. The work table and cutting board and rolling pin atop it. A stone dome-shaped oven. It's an oven!
Oh,
That is a weird place to have an
Doesn't
oven.
even know what appliances he added.
it is a very weird place to have an oven.
It's okay because there's a chimney for it on the next floor.
Ah,
Especially when your oven looks like a toilet. It's a good thing you specified and clarified.
Behind the stove, on the left, is a thin door.
Can I check in the kitchen for any oil?
Oil, I'll say yes, that you'll be able to find some oil quite easily. There will be a little dish of it, a bowl of it on one of the sides.
Is that like the equivalent of a flask?
Yeah, go on then. Why not?
Cool. Thank you.
If you're planning to rearrange all of these items in the house, I'm all for it. Just so you know.
No, that's not my intention. I'm stocking up on equipment. Just in case, we need to set a fire trap or something like that,
Wisp is going to start adding like silver pieces wherever Auric takes things from then.
Auric, where you find the oil, there is a small door built into the wall. This is not a door. It's like 3 foot off the ground, and it's about 3 foot by 2 foot in diameter.
Oh, I know one of these. They had one in Astrid and Eric's place. This is a dumbwaiter, isn't it?
It is a dumbwaiter.
Huh. I'm not going to immediately jump in there because although I've always wanted to ride one of these, seems like a dreadfully awful mistake to do so on your own in a potentially haunted house, in a potentially haunted village. I'm going to check in the dumbwaiter just to make sure that there's nothing just sitting on the tray.
Hang on.
There is nothing sitting on the tray. It is just the dumbwaiter itself is not there. It's further up.
Okay. Is there any button or anything I can press?
There is a small rope next to it with a bell. If you wish to press the bell, you can, but you can pull the rope to bring the dumbwaiter down if you wish.
You do know that we just left a fully stocked town that we could have resupplied at, don't you?
Yeah, and I wasn't anticipating getting involved in vampire shit.
Yeah, but the letter also said take whatever the fuck you want. So I'm not against you. I was just making sure we're on the same page.
All right, then, yeah, I'm planning on taking what I can get away with here. I doubt these kids are needing silverware or, some old rotten food that might be in this dumbwaiter. I don't know.
I assume you pulled the dumbwaiter down.
I was waiting to before, just in case it was full of horribleness for these two to be available, but yes.
As you pull the dumbwaiter down, it is empty.
Right, let's shut that then.
I actually think that this provides us with a unique opportunity for a bit of a two-pronged attack ambush.
Potentially. I wouldn't want to risk it.
All right, two-pronged attack my ass. Chapter 3, stay together. Let's go up the stairs.
There is still one more room left to explore.
Can I have a look in the pantry first?
You may. The pantry is just filled with bags of potatoes, onions, garlic. It's a few tins of jelly, and I believe
I
cheese.
grab all of the garlic.
You grab all of the garlic.
Is it a braid?
It is a full braid of garlic, yes.
Yay! I add a braid of garlic to my inventory.
Oh, how positively delightful.
What would you like to do now? You've one more room to search on this
Yeah,
floor,
I
or
opened
you
that
can go
door a long
upstairs.
time ago.
You open up that door while everyone's searching.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I return to the other room.
You open the door. Open the door when you are ready.
It's open.
As you peep through an oak-panelled room, it looks like a hunter's den mounted above the fireplace. It's a stag's head. It's positioned around the outskirts of the room. You can see 3 wolves.
Oh, goody.
Just to the left of you, Chief, there is a wolf that is 5 feet away from you. There is a wolf that is 15 feet away from you. And then at the opposite side of the room, there is a wolf that is about 20 feet away from you.
What, alive?
Are you in the room, Wisp?
No, I'm
Then-
waiting at the stairs because he wanted to go up the fucking stairs.
I'm drawing my sword, and actually, you know what? I'm going to draw my sword and be like, all right, see now, nobody got to get fucked up today.
Oh, these wolves are going to be the fucking kid's family, aren't they?
I'm gonna roll a little animal handling. Look, everybody just be chill. That's a 13. It's like, all right, everyone be chill. Everyone just calm down for it.
The wolves do not move.
Everything all right, and then Vincenzo?
Yeah.
You need
There's
backup?
There's some wolves in this house.
Wolves? Indoors? Are they stuffed?
No, they're full of people. I mean, they're
That Freudian slip?
yeah, it's a Freudian slip.
Right, I'm gonna join you. Do you want to give me some room?
I'm gonna take one step to the left here, and I say that out loud to the wolf. Be right here.
The wolves do not move.
Can I check if they're taxidermied?
You may roll a wisdom perception check for me, please.
That's a 13.
So I always get confused with stuff like this. Would this be a perception or investigation?
Perception would be, is there something off about these wolves? Just a
Right.
sort of quick scan. If you're looking at the thing and going, is this the thing that's wrong with them? That would probably be investigation,
Yeah.
at which point it'll be a 12.
Oh. It hasn't moved. It looks real. There's a glisten in its eye. Its teeth are bared, and the one right in front of you, well, the one right in front of you and the one on the far right of the room both appear to be looking straight at Vincenzo. The one at the far end appears to be looking at the fireplace.
Vincenzo, I'm going to do something potentially very stupid.
Sounds fine.
I poke the wolf.
I mean, it's a shame we're not leveling up through experience, or I'd just be like, yeah, let's farm the shit out of them. But
It rocks back and forth. Its eyes do not move. Its teeth are still bared.
That is an extremely good taxidermied wolf.
Now
We're all right there with Vincenzo.
Now you know it's taxidermied wolf. You can see that. Yes, its fur's a bit dusty. It's a bit matted a bit here. That paw's not quite right. You can obviously see it now.
Right. That could have been a bit of excitement.
speaking of excitement, Wisp is a bit bored and also annoyed at the fact that 2 seconds ago Vincenzo wanted to go up the stairs and now he's pissing around in a study room. I'm going to activate my special 100. Yeah, I know, I'm waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep. I was about to say your token looks pissed off because he's staring straight at me with his arms folded. Your D100?
97. Come on, don't fuck me.
Vincenzo and Auric, as you are looking at these wolves trying to decide whether or not you're about to get eaten, as Auric pushes it a little bit and it just rocks back and forth, you start to hear a strange, faint, ethereal music coming from the bottom of the stairs.
I thought we checked there.
Let's go back out.
Wisp, is everything all right? Come running out.
No matter where you go, Wisp, this music will follow you for 1 minute.
Ah, Mozart!
Who the fuck's Mozart?
This
I was
is clearly
thinking more
Sandstorm.
Rise of the Valkyrie, but
That's Yank music.
Anyway,
that is the ground floor covered.
I'd like to do a check in the wolf room. Could I, A, check the fireplace for any hidden buttons, levers, thingers like that? B, check in the cabinets.
There are 2 padded chairs. I didn't get to the end of the descriptor before I
fair
got
enough.
excited, so I got too excited. 2 padded chairs draped in animal's fur face the hearth. There is an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine. 2 wood-carved goblets, a pipe rack. Chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the wall. We're searching for something, was you, Auric?
I want to check the fireplace for any buttons, switches, things like that. And I want to open the unlocked cabinet and attempt to break the lock on the... or at least check with the others if they have any lock-picking speciality.
How do I get to the second floor? I can't.
I will put you there, don't you worry. Roll a investigation check, please.
5!
5! You're very confident you did a full sweep, that you are positive there are no special secret buttons or levers.
Why am I the best at investigation and perception? Can I check in the open cabinet or the unlocked cabinet?
The unlocked cabinet, it holds a small box containing a deck of playing cards and assortment of wine glasses.
I take the playing cards because that might be fun, and I take the cask of wine on the table. I'll ask if the others have any proficiency in thieves' tools and any thieves' tools to be proficient in first.
Nope.
No. All right. I try and break the lock.
Okay, rolling into a straight strength check.
Oh, goody. 11.
It's a cheap lock. It's not designed to withstand someone ripping it open, really. It's more to stop small children's hands getting through it.
I use a
Inside,
dagger to sort of lever it open, sort of thing.
it holds a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand
Oh.
crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon.
Lads, I think we've got some equipment over here. Anyone fancy a look?
What you got?
Got some crossbows and things.
Whisper will walk into the room, just chuckling to himself at the music. Clearly the work of the trickster. And come over to you. What have we got?
We've got some crossbows and things. Don't know if that's of any interest to you. I don't have any skill with them, but might be worthwhile to you.
What kind of weapon class is our crossbows specifically?
I think light crossbow is simple, and the others are all martial.
Okay, well, I'm proficient in both martial and simple, so I'll take any. Which one were you liking the look of?
I can't remember what else was in there.
It was a hand, a light, and a heavy crossbow.
I won't bother with any. I can't use any of them. But
I'll grasp the heavy crossbow and kind of do all the generic inspections of it, and clicking the trigger and having a little look around.
Vincenzo, you got a want for an extra crossbow of some sort?
No, I already got 2 on me.
All right. Well,
I'll take the crossbow as well then.
that's it for in here then. I guess it's onwards and upwards. I'll take the lead. I think I've got the highest armor class.
And Vincenzo and Wisp just kind of look at each other and go, well, that's a weird thing to fucking say.
I think I'm the hardest one to hit here.
So the upper hall, where you find yourself now, unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family. You instantly recognise the 2 children, but at the bottom of the painting, inscribed into the wood, you see Gustav and Elizabeth Durst with their 2 smiling children, Rose and Thorn. Cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, which the mother appears to be regarding with a hint of scorn. Standing suits of armour flank the wooden doors in the east and west walls. Each suit of armour clutches a spear, and its visored helm is shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing youths. Ooh.
I inspect more closely. having
knew that one.
found the weird things in the dining room and the wolves in the living room, I would probably have a closer look at this carving, because everything seems weird in this place. Yeah, I have a closer look at the wood carvings.
Roll a perception check for me, please. It does specifically say perception, weirdly enough.
Finally, 21.
You see nothing.
Oh, all right.
Upon closer inspection, you can see that the dancing youths aren't really dancing, but they are fighting off vast swarms of bats.
Oh, charming.
So kind of dancing, like their hands are flailing about. Like,
yeah, dancing
wave
with
your hands
their...
in the air, like just don't care.
Yeah. The red marble
I'm not sure these
staircase...
kids have had the best upbringing, you know?
The marble staircase continuously curves round onto the next floor. So there's a door at the top of the stairs. There's a door at the far end, and Whispers just walks straight into it.
Yep.
Again with the trident, swish, swish.
I walk straight
Hark,
in
evildoers!
afterwards. As he's swishing, I put my hand up to block the trident.
Sorry, it's only my 3rd day.
I mean, fair, but may I suggest that instead of swish, swish, you go guard? You know, enter guard position, switch position so you're checking the other direction. Check your corners. Do they not teach you this stuff?
I mean, the recruitment process was you spiteful prick, you're going guard duty, and then I got led down the Rainbow Road.
Well, I want to say that's
Our commanding
not a
officer
particularly good work environment. But yeah, so when you're going through a door, especially if you're going through on your own, you check your corners first, and you don't swing wildly because you don't know if there's innocents on the other side.
Vincenzo's just blindly walked into a room on his own.
I sure goddamn did.
I'll deal with him in a moment.
Oh,
See, I am doing something right.
this room, it's called a conservatory.
It certainly is.
It's on the 2nd floor. That just confused me because
That's because a conservatory does not actually mean what it does in this country. Conservatory is often a music room or something like that, usually with space to dance.
And and it's actually called a conservatory, like an observatory. Come on.
So in the conservatory, gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which is brass painted chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, stained with glass wall hangings, depicting beautiful women, men, and children singing and playing instruments.
I roll my eyes and inspect the singing women, children, and things playing instruments.
Upon closer inspection, you don't even have to roll for this one. Several are the carvings of well-dressed skeletons.
Well, this seems weirdly less morbid than the other ones.
Vincenzo, as you have buggered off elsewhere, you split the party.
Vincenzo.
You have entered.
Completely ignoring his third chapter of his survival guide.
And
He
Chief,
forgot it already. That's why he has it on him, because he has to keep referring to it.
I'm like, chapter 3, don't wander off alone. And then it says, and then I turn the page and goes, unless you're a badass. Oh.
Chief, you may
So I'm
roll
just,
initiative.
Sounds good.
I'm joking. Don't.
I was ready to rock.
Don't. You don't get the opportunity.
Red velvet drapes
You
cover
are
the windows
surprised.
of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and matching high-backed chair face the entrance and a fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves lined the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves. Is there anything you would like to do, Chief?
Inside I'm going to open the desk real quick and take what's inside.
Where's the dumbwaiter for this floor situated?
Probably around the corner of the room we didn't go into, but we can see.
Yes, because I didn't put a door in for some weird reason. Oh, hang on, one sec. Walls, draw a door. There you go. There's a door.
There we go. Cool.
Chief, you open the desk. There are old quills, ink containers, bits of parchment, bits of paper. There's no value in there.
I leave everything in there. I'm like, is there any mention of like, oh dear God, my kids are gone. Oh dear God, there's a monster in my house. None of that shit?
No, everything in this desk is blank pages.
Wow. Then this thing over here.
Chief, what are you specifically doing in this area?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why there's like a blocked off section to the study. What's in this area here?
Oh, it's not blocked off. It's just the books got too full. The shelves got too full, so they just added another line of shelving for the books.
All right. Now I'm going to do an investigation for a Scooby-Doo type book trap thing.
Okie dokie. Roll a perception check, please.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself. Oh, I'm guided by Jesus.
And always let Vincenzo be your guy.
So that is 7 plus. That's a total of 21.
Oh,
My age.
As you're looking through these books, you can see that they are all fine leather. They've been bound and they are being cared for, but there's one that just looks a bit odd. So, Chief, over here, you see a book that just doesn't look right. It's made of wood. It's not a real book. You pull it, and a secret door opens. In this room, Chief, I'll just give it you, contains bookshelves packed with tomes describing fiend summoning rituals, necromantic rituals of a cult called the Priests of Ossibus. Are you going to study the books, or are you just going to go like, fuck this and leave?
I'm going to take
Sounds
the
like
books with
erotica.
Okay. Erotica. I will allow you to take some books.
pertaining to the necromantic, and I will, any volumes pertaining to such, and I will take them on my way. I forgot to walk.
Yeah, I'll say to study them, to have a good look at them, it'll take an hour on each one. At the far end of the room is a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet. Its lid is half closed, and sticking out of the chest, you can see a skeletal arm.
Is that my room or their room?
That's your secret room, Chief.
Oh yeah, I open the fuck out of that. I go, and then I'm gonna go, guys, I think I found the parents.
You can see a skeleton wearing leather armor, The closer inspection, you can see the skeleton belongs to a human who had triggered a poison dart trap. 3 darts are stuck in the adventurer's armor and ribcage. The dart firing mechanism inside the chest no longer functions. Clutching to the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing... Chief, make a wisdom check for me, please.
Check or... Yeah, okay.
Check! In the skeleton's hand, you can see a letter, and it holds a symbol on it of a cawing crow with a tower shield behind it, and within the shield, you can see in the backdrop of it, an oval shape that holds a castle in it. What is your wisdom check?
11 total.
If you recognise this symbol from a description, you can automatically know the information, but you have to tell me where you know it from.
It's the same seal as was on the statues outside the gate, and B, I believe the seal on our letters.
Ding, 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 we have a winner.
Such a shame you're not there.
Well, he cried, "Hey guys," and I ran after him. Hello. Can I have a look in there, Vincenzo? Bit cramped for 2 people. I cannot be in there, apparently. It doesn't exist.
There's a dead body in there.
Ah, that's not so good, is it?
Auric, when you go in, you instantly recognise the crest as the one that is on the first letter you received, and on the crests of the gauntlets of the statues outside.
We open the letter and I have a peruse.
Oh, it is identical to the letter you received.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Someone's having a fucky wucky with us. This is not the first time they've done this, apparently.
So
What do you guys think? Do we...
Wait. Fuck, that means we're not the first motherfuckers to go in this house. Ah, shit.
Exactly. And not for a very, very long time, given the fact this guy's, skeletal.
Do you mind if I try something?
Go for it. Anything.
Thought I could cast Speak with the Dead, but that's a little bit later in life. My bad, everybody.
Yeah, it only works on people that have a working throat or something, isn't it? Can we search the body and the chest?
You may search the body and the chest. I told a lie. The letter does not say the same. The handwriting is the same as the first letter.
My most pathetic servant, I am not your Messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path of immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are, your dread lord and master, Strad von Zarovich.
Okay, so I just want to clear this up. This guy has written this letter in exactly the same handwriting as we've got.
In your first letter.
In my first letter, which was from somebody else. Did the handwriting from the first and second letters match up?
They did not.
Right.
And if you look at your letters that you have received, you will notice they do not.
You're right. That is a very cool detail.
As you are looting the chest, there are 3 black books with black leather covers, 3 spell scrolls, the deed to the house, the deed to a windmill.
Oh, cool.
And a signed will.
Whose will? And what's he doing?
The will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst and bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death. The books, scrolls, deeds are yours to take if you wish.
What's the date on them?
The date doesn't specify.
I'm going to cross out the kid's name and write my name.
But make a performance check.
I witnessed the change.
All right. I'm casting guidance on myself. Oh shit!
I knew when you worded my insight check, even though it was a fucking nat 20. You said that the kids believe that they're telling me the truth.
Oh, yes, they wholeheartedly believe that what they were telling you is the truth.
Exactly. So they're under a miasma that their fucking parents are still alive, that the town's still sort of fucking flourishing, but in reality, they're just like caught in this like virtual sort of like, well, like they're perceiving everything differently because they're under a vampire's charm.
That may be the case. We'll see, I guess. Can I go back to the music room and check again, just a quick check for any secret passages, secret compartments, that sort of thing?
I will allow it.
Can I
Roll
start?
an investigation,
Like-
please.
Can I start playing some keys on the piano?
This isn't Resident Evil, but yes, you may. Roll performance.
A C D F G.
He's got it memorized and everything.
I have no idea. I've never played Resident Evil. 15.
15. Next to the fireplace, you find a little button. You press it, it opens a secret compartment to the dildo room. There
My
is-
word. How many are there? And I'll check it against the world record for criminals owning dildos.
I'm joking. There is no secret room. There is
Bell.
nothing in here.
Fair enough.
I try everything in the room.
I frown and go, these people have no idea how to build an interesting house. Walk out.
I got a 12 to that there performance.
Okay, it is very obvious you have put a line through their name and written yours underneath it. But you are very proud of it.
I keep it. It's my house.
And the windmill. Are you taking the books and the scrolls, or are you just taking the deeds?
I think that I shouldn't be the one that takes the scrolls, but if no one else does, I will.
I'm going to take my own book and my own scroll at random, just like,
Okay.
if,
Well,
they all look the same.
The black leather books are blank, but there are 3 spell scrolls. As you're pilfering through them, well, if you want, can you make a intelligence check for me to establish a price point? The scrolls. Bless.
It's not a book of vile darkness, is it? Because that's a wondrous item that I can add to my inventory.
It's a blank book with black leather.
I'm afraid the Book of Vile Darkness is already owned by Luminor.
It is.
Ooh.
Which we will visit in campaign 3. The 3 spell scrolls are Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon.
Wait, bless what and spiritual weapon?
Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon.
I'm playing on the piano, for which I got a 16 on my performance.
Yes, you managed to remember all of the keys to Incy Wincy Spider from when you was a child and play it beautifully.
Dick.
I check in the bedroom.
In the bedroom?
I want that bless spell scroll.
In the bedroom. And so as you enter this room, it is an undecorated bedroom. It contains a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. They are both empty. Tidy servants' uniforms hang from hooks to the adjoining closet. There is also the dumbwaiter in this room.
Fair enough. So you've got the closet is the door on the left, right?
It is, yeah.
I quickly check just generally around the room, make sure I'm not missing anything before heading back out.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's just a...
No, that would make sense. Well, that's that floor, but it's that was some interesting information. Everyone ready to move on? Have we picked up all those scrolls?
Yeah, let's fucking bounce.
Yeah, we've got all 3 of the scrolls?
Yeah.
The books, for the intelligence you rolled, you would gauge that they are worth between 20 and 30 gold each.
Take all of them.
Okay, are you ready to go to the next floor?
All right. I'm ready to go. I think this is where shit's going to start getting real.
Give me your marching order, please.
What level spell scroll is bless?
First.
It's alright, I just wanted to add the right one to my inventory.
As we get to the next door floor, I'm activating my special ability.
Pardon me.
Oh!
Are you going first then, Vincenzo?
Sure.
I'll back him up.
Oh shit! I teleported.
Whoa! I saw him float away.
Whee!
Fucking, this is like something out of the PS1.
So Vincenzo, 29.
I've got my head stuck in a shadow.
As you are coming, you teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
I can only do that once.
You can only do that once.
I go, oh, smack right there. Oh wait, oh, like teleport to this. What the fuck?
Do we see anything when we reach the top of the stairs?
So as you climb to the top of the red marble staircase, this is the top floor that you can currently see. Meeting you, staring you down with a wolf head visor, is a full suit of black plate armor standing against the wall directly opposite of where you come. Oil lamps are mounted on both sides and are currently burning. This is what's giving you your light. As you are climbing the stairs, you can take obvious notice. The beautiful stairs, the walls have become rotted, dirty, dusty, very uncared for. And then as you get to the top, Chief just goes, huh, and disappears and flies to the other side of the hallway.
Chief! Sorry, not Chief.
Not Chief, Vincenzo!
Vincenzo!
Yeah.
Vincenzo!
What?
Vincenzo!
Vincenzo, as soon as you come round the corner back onto the hallway, the armour reaches out towards you and turns its head directly at you. Everybody roll initiative.
Vincenzo looks back at the armor and goes, "Oh, good. I was gonna wear you."
Fucking bollocks. I've had good fucking rolls all night.
19.
15 for Auric.
19. 19.
Lovely.
Joe, you don't want to just very quickly use your special before we go, do you?
Fuck it, why not?
Fuck it, we're gods.
Okay, up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Hey, fucking
The animated armor
get
takes
it.
40-10 lightning damage. Vincenzo, how much health do you have?
11.
I have 12.
Wisp, you've got the least resource-intensive way of getting us back up. Me,
What's
Vincenzo,
that
and
supposed
the
to mean?
animated armor.
Okay, roll damage.
Actually, I should check.
You dick.
Wisp, you do still have lay on hands, right?
I do.
Cool. Yeah. So, any reflex? Not reflex. Any dexterity save or anything?
It does not say. This is not a table I've... Hang on.
And it was 4d10.
I do apologise. It says up to 3 creatures.
Okay, just the animated armor.
4d10, yes.
Look for that.
Oh,
Not a bad roll. 23 points of damage.
It's not that bad. It's 23 damage that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Okay, you just zap it. Just a quick question.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
That would have killed Wisp, wouldn't it?
It would have killed all three
Yeah.
of the things that I targeted. Well,
No,
Any
it
of the
wouldn't have
people we
because I've
targeted.
got I've got 12 hit points, so it's not double my hit
that's
points.
true. You would have been the
one
only
off.
person to survive.
Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, you managed to zap and attack the animated armor, and it creaks and groans. A couple of plates fall off its body, but it is still up. And that is where we will leave it for next time. Thank you so much for playing.